Palia is back with this Q&A, and it looks like we'll be able to do this every week as they're changing the format to where it's going to be every Friday. They're answering questions, and they're going to leave the forums up to ask your questions all day, every day. So if you have any questions, feel free to jump in there, and then I'll probably read your question on here in these videos if they have that question answered. So this is going to be pretty cool. They're going to have some emotes next to the questions saying that it's a developer response, or they can't answer the question at the time, or they're not sure. A lot of content to be able to give to you guys here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe if you're interested in Palia or other MMOs. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into it. You also get a nice image here of, so we got, I think, 6 questions they said. Let's go ahead and jump into these. The first question is going to be from Prekakawis. Will the game feature recreational games such as chess, billiards, and other more widely known social games? Or will you even come up with your own mini board game that will be an iconic pastime for NPCs in Palia? It would be nice to play a game of chess in someone's beautiful home, or even play a board game as part of the task quest. And then the game director says, while there won't be a ton of these at launch, features like this fit very well within the player experience of Palia. So expect these kind of things to trickle in over time as we continue to patch and update the game. We particularly partial to putting power into the player's hands to be able to flex these experiences into games or versions of your own making. That's a lot of P's. But it sounds like that you're going to let us make our own games or have our own kind of board games or whatever, social games. So that might be kind of cool depending on what it is. We'll have to see how they do that. Sounds pretty interesting so far. Number 2 is going to be from Ronin. Festivals have always been part of a most traditional life sim, with some being original creations and others reflecting major real-world holidays. How will Palia handle holidays in-game with the accelerated day-night cycle, and can we expect to see unique Palian holidays throughout the year? Amelia Mars says, hi Rowan, a form of this question was asked frequently during this edition of Ask the Team. We've talked about it a bit before, and below is what we've touched on in the past. We are definitely going to also have both seasonal and non-seasonal events. We will be drawing inspiration from holidays all across our own world, while also coming up with ones that are uniquely Palian. Winter holidays are, in my humble opinion, some of the coziest, so I'm personally very excited to bring that holiday coziness to Palia when the snow starts to fall. Aiden says, when it comes to all the nitty-gritty around how events reflect the day-night cycle, our number of events throughout the year, those decisions will be determined after our current phase of work. Right now, we're focusing on designing and testing the fundamental functionality, which will inform a lot of those choices. So I hope that when they do seasonal stuff, that they'll actually have like clothes or presents or prizes that we can get in the game that we can earn in game. I know they're gonna have a lot of cosmetics for sale that people can buy to dress up their characters that way, but it would be cool to be able to earn something during these kind of events without having to spend any extra dollars to do so. This question is asked by Chaos King 999 and for Mildo. A large part of games like Stardew Valley, Story of Seasons, and Harvest Moon is the caring for and collecting from animals. Will we potentially see any husbandry features in the future to complete the small farm feeling? Amelia says, this is a question we get a lot, and we always love talking about it. When we last answered, we agreed that pets would be a great fit for Palia, and it would make sense for us to support multiple distinct pet features over time. We now have a better sense of how pets might fit into our development, but we expect the core features here to release sometimes after our initial release point. However, there is one pet that you will meet in Palia right off the bat, Tao, Hassian's trusty sidekick and resident bestest boy. We'll always be thrilled to see you. Here's a sneak peek at its in-game model. And there's Pi. Of course, we've seen some other pictures of him with Hassian and Tao sitting next to each other, so that's pretty cool. I like Hassian. He's a pretty cool character. This is from Giselle, question number 4. How advanced will the technology in Palia be? For example, will we be able to use tractors and irrigation systems on our farms, or will it be all done by hand? And Embrace Ashes in Narrative Lead says, ooh, a technology question. This is a fun one. So Palia is set in a rough equivalent of the early industrial age, only they use clean energy sources over fossil fuels. In modern times, this is primarily due to wanting to strike a balance with nature, but magic has also had a major impact on the history and technological evolution of Palia. Bourbon, the senior designer, says, to answer your more specific gardening question, this is currently done primarily by hand, but something like a steam-powered tractor could exist in the world of Palia. So it's going to be kind of like Harvest Moon or Harvestella, if you guys play that, where you're just kind of like planting everything by hand. harvesting, getting the ground prepared, all that stuff will just be manually. Probably each tile set like they do in those games as well. Number 5 is going to be from Pixel Sean, number 9029. Poor. What kind of ongoing things to do will what kind of ongoing things to do will there be to ensure the longevity of the game? Constant release of content would really help give this game legs and solidify itself as a long-standing cozy MMO. That's true. They say, hi, Pixel Sean. This is from Aiden. We absolutely agree with you that new content is crucial to the longevity of Palia. We aim to provide new content regularly through about 24 patches a year. As a new studio launching a live game, we recognize that we still have some work to do to perfect our timing, which could be tweaked due to holidays or other internal factors, such as our annual hackathon. Of course, some of these patches will pack a bigger punch than others. Smaller patches may include like quality of life improvements, new decor, and new outfits, while other patches throughout the year will include major feature and content updates like a new skill, community feature, or the next chapter of the main evolving world questline. We have so much we want to do in Palia, and our early development has only touched the tip of the iceberg. And if you guys aren't sure about this, Palia is in a story where humans disappeared for a long time and all of a sudden humans are reappearing into the world. So there's this huge mystery of why that's happening now, and that's going to be something that's explored throughout the course of Palia's life. So hopefully we'll see some good story elements get built into there, some good patches and stuff like that, and some cool gear, outfits to be wearing, and stuff for your house, all that cool stuff. 6 is also from Giselle. It says, any chance for a community chat Q&A stream type of thing, like on YouTube or Twitch? I know that there have been faint whispers about something like that a long time ago in the past, pre-alpha days, and some recent Q&A from the past year mentioned trying to get information out in areas beyond Discord. Amelia Mars, Senior Community, says, we're super eager to get a stream going on YouTube or Twitch, not only because they're a great way to get the community involved, but also a benefit to the studio to chat directly with excited Palians. While we likely won't be live streaming publicly until closer to release, we do have some plans in the works to share some more information on our other channels like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube community. I'll post some links to those channels below so you can follow along. And I'll put these links also in the description if you guys want to check them out. As we get closer to bringing in more testers, we plan on ramping up our communications on our site's blog and even getting more Palia news out there on Reddit. It's very important to us that the majority of players get to experience Palia for the first time with fresh eyes. There's nothing like uncovering an entire world piece by piece with friends, and we want to protect that journey as much as possible. That being said, we do hope to share some fresh screenshots, GIFs, or GIFs, however you want to say it, and additional Palia 101 tidbits in the coming months. And then I normally have the website on there, but I'll have the Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and also a link to this Discord in the description below. That is the end. There is no special question, but the questions will be there 24/7. So next Friday we'll be here going over these questions and answers again. Some really cool questions, not really a long, in-depth one like we see with some other places or like Nightingale, but really nice, solid answers. This is good to hear. I'm looking forward to jumping into this game. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.